Welcome back friends. Today in this video I will show you that how we will prepare biochemistry control and how we will store them to get the effective results and best LJ graph. First of all, in biochemistry control there are two type of controls used, normal and abnormal. Normally we will call normal, abnormal. Sometime on kits it will be written normal control and pathogen control. N for normal control and P for pathogen control. Mostly N normal control cap will be green in color and abnormal or path control cap will be red in color. These controls are coming in lyophilized form and we will store this control 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. And after dilution, when we will dilute the this control, then we will store according to our usage. If our usage is more, then we will store the 2 to 8 degrees centigrade, otherwise minus in freezer. First of all, whenever you open the control, must read the literature of the kit. In that literature it is mentioned that how we will dilute the control and what are the normal ranges of each analyte and for which method which range should be used. That is very important because sometimes for one test there are different methods. So first you check in your lab which kits are available. On that kit always outside the kit it's the methods are mentioned: colorimetric, kinetic. So first of all you see the method and then you enter the control values. As I told you that these controls are coming in lyophilized form, and these lyophilized controls are prepared from the human serum. First of all, we will open the vial, and you have to open the vial very carefully without the loss of lyophilizate, otherwise it will affect the values. Then reconstitute the control exactly what ml ratio written on the literature with distilled water. As you can see here, it's written 5 ml distilled water. So we have to add 5 ml distilled water and we will keep stand at least 30 minutes away from the bright light. After we will mix properly manually with hand, or if rotor is available you can keep on rotor for 5 to 10 minutes for proper mixing. After mixing, if your storage if your usage is more, means for example if one vial is used for one day, then at 8 hours you can store at 25 degrees centigrade, means room temperature. If your storage is for 7 days, then you have to store 2 to 8 degrees centigrade, means average temperature should be plus 4 degrees centigrade. But if you are using the control for 30 days, then you have to store in minus 20 degrees centigrade. In this video my main focus is that how to store for 30 days, because if daily you will take out full vial and you will make it room temperature and again you will freeze, it will affect the values. So I will show you the method later on, that how we will make these controls the for 30 days usage, by which method. First of all, I told you that you have to see the values also in analyte. Now you will see. As I show you that on the bottle also it is mentioned that how much ml distilled water we have to add. So see, it's written 5 ml distilled water and 2 to 8 degrees centigrade storage. 2 to 8 degrees centigrade when it is in lyophilized form. This is the distilled water we will use. You can use any type of distilled water. These vials also you can use that are mostly available in nursing department. Otherwise normal distilled water that we are preparing in lab or we are purchasing, that distilled water also we can use. So we will open the cover and we will add 5 ml distilled water. For that 5 ml distilled water we will use 1 ml pipette and blue tips. So these are the Appendorf vials. For to get the best result, it's better to make small vials, and daily we will take out one vial and we will use, and after we will discard. It will save our control also and it will save the stability of the control also. So now we will add 5 ml distilled water. This pipette measurement is very important. If 5 ml distilled water also not added properly, your values will be not good. So if your results are coming abnormal or out of range, so there are some important points in preparation time that we have to check, that either lyophilized serum lyophilizate powder may be lost during mixing time or opening time. Either we not properly added the distilled water. So these are the very important points, and mixing is very important point. You have to mix properly. When you see at the bottom there should be no lyophilizate seen, that time we know that reagent is control is mixed properly. So until mixing time we will label our Appendorf vials. I will show you that how to label. According to your usage, you can get idea that you need daily 200 microliter, 25 microliter, or 250 microliter or 300. See, on control vials you have to mention which control, normal or abnormal. Then you have to mention the day of preparation, that which day you prepare the control, and the lot number. That also very important to write. If you missed also, it's okay, you can keep the empty vial to show that you have this lot number. But if you will write lot number, that also it's good. So write lot number, normal or abnormal control, and the day of preparation of control, so that if any checking is coming, they will must check that which day you prepare the control, so that you can show that these control prepare on that day and still 30 days not finished, so you can use the controls. So now we will see the control is mixed properly. As you can see that there is no lyophilizate form on the bottom. So after mixing properly, then we will divide the control into each vial. Now according to our usage, I will divide to 50 microliter in each vial, and we will see how much vials we can prepare. If your consumption is more, you can make 300 microliter. If your consumption is less, you can make minimum 200 microliter. Because if very less quantity you will keep, that also will affect in machine pipetting time. So minimum 200, and above 200 how much is usage, you can make according to that. So now we will put in each Appendorf vial 250 microliter control, and after this we will store in the freezer. Now you see this is 250 microliter, and almost 22 vials are prepared from 5 ml control. Now I will keep in freezer, and then daily we will take out one vial, we will run the control, and we will discard. So these are the some important points, that how to prepare the control and how we will store them to get the effective results. And you will see the results will be have very stable values, not like one day is very low and second day is very high. Because sometime if we will not store the control properly, if we will not prepare the control properly, our results are badly affected. So these are the important points. I hope you understand well that how to prepare the control. Normally controls for biochemistry are prepared by this method. By same method you can prepare the abnormal control. Same method we are preparing sera calibrators, means multi calibrators also in biochemistry, because mostly comments are coming in my videos that how we will show how to prepare biochemistry controls. So now I hope you understand that by this method we will prepare the biochemistry controls in our laboratory. Because other controls, as you know, for immuno mostly prepared form controls are coming. For hematology already whole blood prepared form controls are coming. And for sometimes for human X HbA1c controls, you have to prepare. That preparation is totally different method as compared to biochemistry controls. And some redox controls you have to prepare for hormones, for example for Vedas. That controls also you can prepare by this method. So I will meet you with next video as soon as possible. Take care. Thank you so much.